Welcome back, everybody, to Rob's MetalWorks. We are here at the home studio, ending out our summer schedule on a high note with a band from Houston, Texas that I have been raving over for the past several weeks as I jam their music. The Crucible of Brutal Opposition has finally made its way here on the big show, so it brings me great pleasure to welcome all the fellas, the whole band from Chironex. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Hey, hell yeah. What's up, Rob?
Yeah!
Thanks for having us, man.
Fucking A, Chironex's gear. Man, you know, I've known about you guys for a while already, and I've been jamming your CD too, and I fucking love it. And I remember when I heard it, and I think the craziest thing was that really before I had heard rumblings about the band, and then of course got the CD, I really didn't know anything about Chironex. But when I started jamming the Crucible, I was like, oh man, this is an amazing piece of work. And I could tell you guys were seasoned and at a certain level musically. So I'm like, I gotta support this record because I am a fan of it. I remember when I got the CD, I was like, oh man, this is so great. And I think there's people all over the world who watch our show. So I really want to start at the beginning. And I want you all to share a little bit about, first of all, I want to share a little bit about the formation of Chironex. But before we get into the formation, I want to give each of you an opportunity to share a little bit about your background in the Houston metal scene. And let's start over here with my man, Nick, on drums, and then we'll go this way. So go ahead, Nick.
All right, so I'm Nick Bockelman. I play drums in Chironex. I've been playing drums live music in Houston since about 2007. It's pretty much all been heavy metal, a lot of thrash metal. I've delved in playing different styles like funk and jazz and stuff like that. But yeah, mainly that's what I've been doing. Bands like Serpent Attacks, another band I played in that was well received in Houston. And so yeah.
Dude, I think you're a killer drummer, bro. I love your dynamism too, how you can really belt it out speedy and then do kind of like a lot of this really submissive kind of sonic landscape type of drumming. So I think you really cover the gamut with what you do. At least that's what I hear on this record.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, that's the whole point, is for music to tell a story, right?
Yeah.
To me, if it's always really fast, then it kind of takes away from it. If it's always really loud, it's all about the dynamics. It's a push-pull. You have these epic climbs and then it falls, and that really just delves into really broadening the emotion and what comes out in the music. What you're trying to do is make somebody feel something.
Right.
I mean, music is drugs. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it.
And you know about that.
Yeah, sorry, but that's just how
Fuck,
I see it.
more than most of us.
Yeah, so,
I just smoke weed, bro.
yeah, it's supposed to take you there.
I don't go to Africa and do all kinds of DMT shit, but that's cool.
Hey, that was South America. I
Damn.
had the gains in Africa.
Yeah, South America. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. You just kill fish in Africa. But goddamn, fucking A, man. Nick, you're awesome, bro. All right, Donnie.
All right, well, yeah, I've been actually my first instrument was drums when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
After I busted the drum heads, I went on to guitar. I was doing that since like 12, kind of on and off up to this point. I'm 32 now. Got into vocals when I was about in high school, and just singing along to whatever I could. My whole thing was, if I like how it sounds, I'm going to do it. And that's what really gravitated me towards this band especially. I feel like I was kind of like preparing myself so much for this vessel where I kind of find an outlet to do all the shit I want to do. There's no boundaries with it. So I think I've run the most with vocals. And, I still like playing guitar and all that. But, I definitely like telling a story like Nick was saying. It's like having all the different elements there are. You don't want too much of one thing. You don't want to just like kind of be a one-trick pony. That's certainly not my philosophy. So, it's been a lot of fun. Music's all I've ever wanted to do since I was a kid. I've always known that.
Wow.
It took me a bit of time to figure out what exact outlet that was going to be.
Right.
And I think vocals has been what I've been running with the most.
Right.
So, It's been
Dude,
a lot of fun.
dude, I think you're a great singer, and you can deliver like a wide range of vocals from the brutality to the melody, and you do it well, bro. And then couple that with your stage presence. I remember when I first started watching videos of Chironex, I was like, oh yeah, this guy is the heart of it. You know, we got the mastermind here, and then we got the fucking vortex right over here. So I've always been impressed about what you did on this record, man, because you know, when I listen to songs like Blood of the Beast or So Wet, I was like, oh yeah. You know, why do I laugh when I say So Wet? Believe it or not, that's one of my favorite songs too.
It's
I love that
secret
song.
favorite.
I remember when the So Wet.
Listen to me, guys, and we put it on the record, okay? Remember that.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But you know, Blood of the Beast obviously is an easy one to say. Like that's my favorite. But you know, like for example, in a song like Blood of the Beast, where you do like really heavy, brutal stuff, and then can go into the melody and stuff with your clean vocal. You know, not everybody can do that. You know, and not a lot of heavy, brutal bands have singers that are that versatile. So yeah, man, I love what you're doing. I think you're a great talent, Donnie. So thank you so much, man, for sharing that. And now that I know you're a multi-instrumentalist too. So if, let's say, Alex is doing something guitar, you can kind of relate to what he's doing.
Yeah, for instance, when we play Musashi live, I'll play the backing guitar. There's like two guitars
Really?
going on.
You do that live?
Yeah. Whenever you have the
On
backing
you do the
guitar.
acoustic?
No, I'm just on like on once the solo comes in.
Yeah.
It jumps into the distorted guitar behind the solo, and I'll do that live.
Wow. Do you have the guitar like on a stand, or you just bring it out, or what?
I just have it on a stand, and there's enough time for me to
What
vibe
the
out.
I haven't seen video of
come
that,
into
bro.
the part. We'll keep doing it.
Wow, that's fucking crazy. That's cool. So I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? That's cool, man." You know, there's a lot of singers that I meet every once in a while who I later come to find out who are guitar players too. But yeah, man, that's great. I mean, that just brings more depth and diversity into who you guys are as a band. And you know, if Alex is okay with you doing that, you know, because you know some people are like, "Hey, that's my territory. Don't fucking go there, bro."
My
You know,
boys
be the
have high
singer.
standards. Everybody's got high standards in this band.
Yeah, like be my singer. And you know, we'll talk about fate later, but Donnie coming into this band, I think at this opportune time for you guys to release this record was fate, you know, a beautiful thing. All right, Alex, let's go to the mastermind here. Alex,
so.
and don't, you know, don't be shy. Cause I use that word, you know, I said, every
course.
band has a mastermind, you know. I think of like Brian Eckerman and
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a
Love that
mastermind. And I think of guys like Larry Barragan, guys who are like the heart of the songwriting. And you know, you have to be like a guitar player to be at that kind of, you know, because you're putting together a lot of these compositions or the foundations of these compositions. And Alex, I heard a lot about you from Kobe, like I said downstairs.
Hopefully good stuff.
He did, man. He was so excited about you. And when he told me that, you know, you guys were going to be palling around and doing things together. And then when I told him you were going to come over here and be on Rob's, he was like, oh my God, yeah, like Alex is great.
That's so awesome.
Go for it.
That's so awesome.
I kind of want to interject on the mastermind thing. I mean, when we talk more about
Sure.
the origins of the bands, I got to give it to both these guys.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, I think
Go for
as
it.
far as like the compositions go,
Yeah.
both these guys, it's
Okay.
the mastermind role is
Insight-
kinda
give me
split
that
as
insight,
far
bro,
as,
'cause I don't know.
You know, the construction of the songs
Sure,
and the music
okay.
and stuff like that. I gotta give it to these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely touch
Thank you, Donnie.
base on that, dude. Yeah, because Nick and I have been like at the heart of this band since 2008. Because I met this dude on MySpace, or no, I heard him on MySpace. I had to go through some shit to like actually get a hold of him because a buddy of mine, Jordan, at the time that lived over in his area, was a guy I was playing bass with pretty regularly for a good number of years. and I heard Nick's band Blastula on MySpace, and there was this tail end of a song they recorded live, and he just did this incredible drum solo, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, how do I find this dude? And so I was going through the band bio, and I didn't see his info, and so I kind of tried to do some hunting, and my buddy Jordan's the one that initially found him, and he found him through the singer TJ at the time, and then I got Nick's house number, and I remember calling him at like some 8 o'clock in the morning ass time, just being like, hey dude, like I got your number, man, like let's jam. And then my mom
Was this like you said 2008?
Yeah, 2008.
Wow.
And yeah, because we originally had branded this under a name Cortalis.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So we've always had the animal theme, and so yeah, he is just as integral to the creative process, and not just like from composition, but it's like, you know, the origin of like, you know, where the stories and the inherent like meanings come from, as far as just like the symbolism and overall backstories of our lore, so to speak.
Yeah. We're gonna get there because
But
I know that the lyrical content and the whole spirituality part of this record is a big part of it. But I will say this too, like good drummers are fucking hard to come by.
oh yeah, dude.
God, yeah.
Because I mean,
Next, like, yeah, you know.
Because I've been playing music now for almost 31 years. I started on
Wow.
violin at 3 years old, and I played violin for about almost 10 years until I picked up a guitar, and I was like, oh, well, the top 4 strings of a guitar
It's
are
the same it's like a
violin.
seamless
It's just
transition.
backwards. Yeah. And so it's just like, okay, but it's just got 2 more strings, and I've got an octave that I can play with here. So from there, just I got flamenco lessons, and then jazz fusion lessons and stuff. And then, you know, Nick and I, it was like, you know, he was undergoing lessons from like this really awesome teacher that was giving him like a lot of like the Latin, heavy Latin background and stuff. And we really bonded over our love of like, you know, regional sounds like Latin and Middle Eastern music. And so we were kind of like,
I can
man,
tell.
like, how can we make this like really heavy and almost kind of make it sound like you're listening to like a heavy metal movie when you're listening to this, you know? And because we've been an instrumental band for a while, and I mean, we kind of refused vocalists just because it's not that we didn't want them. It's just like, if we were going to get somebody, it's like, they have to be like this guy right here.
Right.
Like, you got to do everything. Otherwise, like, man, it's hard. But it's like, yeah, because I do violin, guitar, piano. I can read and write other instruments, but I just can't play like the other orchestral instruments and stuff too. And I do a lot of the other automation and layering with like our music and stuff too.
Dude, I just want to say that I'm a fan of your playing, and I think it's great, bro. I mean, now that I know about you, and trust me, I've known and loved many guitar players, not only in our scene, in our Texas scene, and worldwide scene. And I've been fortunate enough to have talked with many guitar players. But I know a special talent when I see it, dude, and I think you're one. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks a bunch. And honestly, man, this guy here is who kind of brought us all like back together, because like the band had kind of taken a bit of a break for a few years.
All right.
Yeah, like right during the pandemic, he and I were chilling a bunch, playing games and like jamming. And then, we just brought Nick
games.
back. We got bored. We're like, man, we need to make like some music again. It's like, fuck, even though we're locked away, we're not going to be locked away forever. The pandemic ain't going to keep the shit out forever.
You guys surprised me over there gawking in my game room with my Xboxes and shit.
Oh, dude.
I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are gamers or
dude,
what?
We're nerds. I mean, one of our songs on the record is about like the homicide from Warhammer 40K.
Wow. Wow. All right, Skyler, what about you, man?
What's up? My name's Skyler King. Man, I've been playing music since like 2005. I picked up the guitar, inspired by Dimebag Darrell,
All right.
the greatest man, you know, the greatest guitarist to have
Oh,
ever
yeah.
lived.
I had some black tooths.
But I've been listening to metal ever since I was in diapers, man. I picked up the broomsticks and was playing air guitar.
Yeah.
You know, and if it wasn't for my dad, really, I probably wouldn't be listening to metal at all. But, you know, I moved into the neighborhood down the street from Nick's house. I was only 3 doors down, no pun intended. But I heard him playing music, and one day I was just like, you know what? Let's go check that out, you know? And I hung out in his garage, and, you know, he's just a fucking virtuoso. He's amazing. And for the longest time for Crotalis, whenever Crotalis
So
started,
You and Nick lived in the same area?
right next to each other.
No way.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
lived like 10 minutes.
yeah. But I was for the longest time.
Did
the
y'all
dude
go to
on
the same
couch.
school?
No. Well, yeah, we did. Yeah, we went. To
Yeah, okay.
I was the dude on the couch for the longest time. I was the support guy. You know, I would just sit there and watch them practice. And
Oh, okay.
yeah. But I picked up guitar in 2005, and but bass has always kind of been my place to be.
Yeah.
I always loved a bass, but picked up guitar, and then finally, like 2 years later, I got my bass and was able to
There you go.
pluck it out, dude.
Wow. So you were connected with Nick, and then when Nick connected with this dude, you were part of the package.
Mm-hmm. Part of the package.
Part of the package.
They couldn't go anywhere without me.
Of course not. And you know that's a beautiful thing, man. That's the way sometimes it happens. Okay. Thank you for sharing all that, guys, because I think it's important. You know, I think individual band members in a band, you know, who make up the greatness of a band is important to identify. Let's talk about Chironex, the name,
That's gonna go right back.
because
That's gonna go right over.
you know what? I have to tell you guys, a band name is so important. You know, it's so important. You can have a good band, and if your name is horrible, then it's not gonna fucking jive, bro. And I could tell you some stories, but I'll keep that. So, Nick, tell me about the name Chironex.
So basically, I'm a big animal nerd, right?
Of course.
And when you
I'm gonna share later on your story about being in South America and Africa, killing big teeth
it was
fish.
catch and release.
Oh my god!
Catch and release.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, because are those big teeth fish edible?
Yeah, you can eat them. It sucks though.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
terrible.
Yeah, so you just do it for fun. For games.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's Chironex?
So Chironex is part of a scientific name of a box jellyfish, right? So this organism has some of the most, if not the most potent venom of any animal on planet Earth.
Oh wow!
And this particular species that I saw while I was watching like a Discovery Channel special, is Chironex fleckeri. It's found in Australia and whatnot. So Chironex, what you call the genus. And when I looked into it, that name's really cool. So it breaks down. It's part Greek and part Latin. It's Chiro, which is Greek for hand, and then nex is like Latin for murder. So the way the box jellyfish looks with its bell and its tentacles, it's almost like a hand. And because it's so venomous, it's like a hand of death. So that's how they made the name Chironex. It's hand of death, basically.
Wow! All right, wow. You know, and again, I think band names are so important. I remember when I heard Chironex, and I was like, wow, that's cool. Yeah. And then you're like, Chironex. It works, bro. You can't do a chant with fucking 5 syllables, bro. Can't do a chant with 2 syllables. 3 syllables is the key. So that's great. I mean, who's gonna forget that? And then people are gonna say, like, is it Chironex?
Chloronox.
Chironex? Great name, guys. Great band name, and one that will stick with people. Let's talk about now how you define the band Chironex. I know that when I did my research for today, I was like, yeah, I saw progressive death metal, right? And to me, I was like, I don't know if that jives with me. Because when I think of progressive death metal, I think about like Brian Eckerman, or I think about like Dawn of Existence. And you guys are a little bit more than that to me, because you're so much more brutal. You're so much more brutal and fast. You know, I don't know. And I was like, I think these guys are a little bit deeper than that. I don't know. That's just me. And I'm being frank. I'm being candid.
So,
I just think you guys are more than that.
Really appreciate that. I mean, we appreciate that. I mean, I think that's really what we're going for at the end of the day, is to not truly be described, at least That's how I go about it. And again, I think the guys would agree with me there. So we're very eclectic as far as our musical tastes. I mean, there are some bands that overlap in what we all listen to, but if you were to listen to any one of our playlists as individuals, they don't really sound the same, right?
Yeah.
And because, especially like with Alex and I, with the world music, he's talking about like Latin music and Middle Eastern music that we try to combine into metal. I mean, at the end of the day, again, it's all about bringing out an emotion. So when we get in there and we're writing, and we're not really trying to do anything other than make something that we all feel, and that'll happen, right? Either he'll start playing a riff and I lock into it, or I'll play a drum beat and he stops me, and all of a sudden we just kind of, I don't know, we just mesh together and this thing just becomes a force. And then the goal after that is just to turn it into a song. But it's, at the end of the day, it's all about bringing out the feeling, right? So as far as defining it, that boxes up the goal. Right, because if I go in there like I want to write this kind of song, I don't know. To me, at least, it can work, but it doesn't. You don't get that surprise, because one of the cool things about the way we come about stuff is we don't know what the end product's going to be, so we're discovering it as we're writing it. I think that's what makes like really true art.
And I think you guys, the honesty that you have with each other's musicians is really shine through, because you guys aren't saying, oh, we need to be like totally heavy all the time. We can do, a cool acoustic intro like on Masashi, or we can do a cool, mellow intro like on Swagu, and then like Blood of the Beast, which is, like I said, I think Blood of the Beast is my favorite song. I think number 1 or number 2, but Blood of the Beast goes like this, and then like this, and I love it, bro.
Well, and like Nick had said earlier, is that, we really kind of try to pride ourselves on like making our music very dynamic. It doesn't have to be like very technically proficient, or like I was telling you downstairs, like we're not trying to make like a crazy shred fiesta the whole time, or like be like too slow or whatever. It's like, because the way that I like write music is like, I don't, really do the whole like kind of verse, chorus, verse,
load me a bowl
thing. Is like, I kind of do music writing as like kind of a how-to narrative, where it's like, there's the intro, and then there's the setting, then there's the plot, and then you've got your rising action, and then your falling action, and then the resolution. It's like we don't really write musical phrases that repeat themselves, but more or less things that lead into the next passage to tell that story. Yeah. And like, those phrases kind of tell like where you're at in the story, more or less, than just being like, oh, well, here's the chorus because this is the part we repeated like 3 times in the song.
Right. Okay. I know.
And adding a lot of stops is great.
I know from our conversations downstairs and seeing some of your black metal photos that it was Alex and Nick and Skyler, and you guys were doing your things. And in fact, also I saw a video for a playthrough you guys did, I think before Donnie was in the band, which was really cool. I think yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was a long session. It was professionally shot. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm like, I was expecting Donnie to jump in, and he didn't. So I'm like, oh, this must have been before Donnie joined. Yeah. So even before Donnie joined, you guys were like had these songs and were playing them pretty proficiently. Just put it right there, brother. And obviously, even before Donnie joined, you guys had a vision.
Yes.
For Chironex. What was that vision? Like, what did you want to be as a band?
So, I mean, with our like kind of, we always kind of leaned towards the, I guess, like mythical narratives. At first, it was really kind of more just like we were writing like really absurd, goofy, just kind of like trying to outdo the next song or the first song that we wrote kind of thing. It wasn't very like organized, but we were able to like write a lot of cool soundscapes. And the more like, I don't know, we're just suckers for like really pretty but also heavy and dynamic music. It just kind of made more sense to lean towards the fantasy and kind of sometimes even literal like driven narratives.
It's kind of like you said with making it like movie score type metal. I mean, so if we, can't find a vocalist that has that dynamic range to fit the band, and might as well just do the best you can with what you have, and just try to make it as listenable as possible. Make it as where people want to gravitate towards it, even though it doesn't have a vocalist.
I can imagine that when Donnie came in and heard this music, he was like super excited and ready to fucking like, oh wow.
Well, speaking about Long River Sessions, Messiah. Yeah,
were you there?
I shot video with Messiah at a particular gig shortly before I was invited to jam with these guys, and I was listening to these guys' songs and I could hear the sections, right? I could feel the vibe. I was like, man, I can hear stuff over this. Like this, there's a verse here, there's a chorus here. These songs tell a story, and like I said, we're a band of nerds. I write fiction. So the whole storytelling element is totally my bag. So, I'm sure we'll get into that later about how I got roped into the band. But essentially at that gig, I was asked, yo, do you want to do a Gojira cover with us? And then things kind of just started.
Is that how you got into the band?
There.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had a little conspiracy going.
That was Alex's little fucking hook.
I was supposed to do a Gojira cover with these guys. I learned that cover. Show up at the studio.
Yeah.
And then
it's all a fucking conspiracy.
Yeah, I get roped in.
How could you not, man, with these guys? I mean, these
too
guys,
much fun.
Yeah. I mean, I always talk about band chemistry, and when you have good band chemistry, you just fucking know it, right? This is the fuck, no matter what instrument you like, this is the fucking dude. Yeah, you feel the vibe, right? When you jam. Yeah, this is the dude.
Dude, I gotta brag on this guy for another second real quick, because the cool thing was, deep down, my intention was just to have him for our cover, because we were doing Born in Winter.
Yeah.
And great song. And and he nailed it. But then after we played it 2 or 3 times in the rehearsal room, he was just like, "Oh yeah, so I've been working on your other material. How about we run through that?" And even the stuff that we didn't have released.
Oh really?
Yeah, we even ran.
Donnie,
through,
so you knew some of their other music and stuff?
We ran through other stuff that wasn't even put out yet, and he was just ready to roll. And we ran through it all, and he was just kind of able to put together cadences and shit just right on the spot, and we were like, well damn dude, we weren't expecting this, you want to
add his own melody and dynamics to that.
Oh yeah,
music.
I won't lie,
that's the thing too, because I talked about your guitar dynamics, but Donnie's dynamics too, and the fact that as I mentioned earlier, the fact that he can do brutal and melody, clean and brutal vocals also added to that dynamism. Yeah.
No, the thing that wrote me into these guys, more than anything, was the real time jams. I was able to just come in and
vibe.
just do these parts, stuff that wasn't even shit that was written, just together,
improvise.
It just worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the most fun doing that shit.
That's
awesome.
a beautiful
So
thing.
I'll
bro.
attribute the conspiracy more to Nick. Then he's the one who invited me out there.
That's a beautiful thing. All right, guys, let's move on. We're about to jump into the Crucible of Brutal Opposition here in a bit. Are there any early recordings or demos for Chironex?
Yes. So Musashi is a song that was off of our first record that came out, our first demo, which was in 2011, and that's on Reverb Nation. If you just go to
okay, I was going to ask you about that.
We have a whole other set list, or at least 5 songs, Musashi being one of them, without the way we doctored it up, in this new rendition of it.
Sure.
And a couple of other really badass songs that we might be bringing back in the future as well.
So are those early recordings or the demo, are those still available, you said, right?
Yeah, it's on reverbnation.com /Chironex.
Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't
yeah.
even heard of that. I thought you were bandcamp or something.
Nah, dude, that's
Is
man,
Reverb Nation still around?
Yeah.
Wow.
Our
people.
MySpace just shut down months ago though, which I was like, God damn it.
MySpace?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's hard to keep up, right? It's crazy.
Our MySpace was where the real gold was, though.
Really?
Oh, dude, that
it's
was
all gone now.
that was like the when we first met.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
jams. Yeah, that was a good
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay, cool. I always like to kind of, when I become a fan of a band, I always want to hear their early shit because I'm a real fan of music. So I love to hear the development of musicians and bands and how they get to the point where they're on Robs. So yeah, that's cool. I'm going to look for that stuff.
Dope.
Okay. So let's move forward to the real reason that we're here, and that is to talk about your brand new record that dropped on March 19th this year called The Crucible of Brutal Opposition.
Yes.
For all you people out there, go ahead and take a good look at the cover art. It is out right now on all your favorite music media outlets. Be sure to look for it right after you watch this interview. Yes, thank you for sharing. Yes. Be sure to look for it and download it and jam it like the Rob's crew does. We love this fucking record,
Hell
and
yeah,
that's
dude.
why we're here. I told you off camera, I'm fairly certain this record is going to be in our top 10 because I jammed this top 10 of 2025 because I jammed this record a lot, guys. I really do. I love the brutality of it. I love the dynamics of it. I love the melody of it. And then I love all the things that Donnie's doing vocally. I mean, it's such a diverse fucking record. And that's why I don't even like to say it's progressive death metal. I just want to say it's just Chironex.
It's
Mythological metal.
It's the closest thing that like we've been able to be given because a lot of honestly, it's like not what we've dubbed it. It's just what most people that have reviewed us have said over time. Because I mean, yeah, it's like Nick said. I don't know what to call it. I mean, at the end of the day, I would just say like, man, it's some fucking metal, dude.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing is the brand or the sound, if you will, is the versatility, and we don't really want to be put into a box like Nick was saying. It takes all the fun out of it. So.
Here's my next question. You guys officially were a band since 2011. You did the little demos.
Yeah.
And then the Crucible came out in 2025. Why did it take so long to get this official release out?
Well, so like I said before, is in between those years, like 2011 and like about pandemic years, we weren't a band for a while. We just, I was touring with other bands and I was living in and out of Houston a lot. And I mean, they were in other bands and doing stuff. I mean, we kind of just we didn't have like a falling out. We just weren't doing it. And then, like I said, we just got busy and he brought us back together and we kind of really like locked back in because after that first jam we had in years, it was almost like time hadn't passed.
I mean, we're all besties, we've all known each other for 15 plus years now, and the chemistry has always still been there. And it doesn't matter how long away or like how long you're apart from each other. Once you get back together, it just snaps like that.
Like riding a bike.
Riding a bike, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and we've always been able to effectively communicate vocally as we can, like exchange the musical dialogue, and that's always been an attributing factor to, I feel like, why we've been able to like gel so well creatively as well as like personally when it comes to like doing this as like as a business, and we got to do this for real. Aside from like how fun it is and how much we love the creative process too.
Sure.
But, yeah, it took the music, the set list that we have for this really only took about a year to write. But I mean, we've been kind of burdened with life and financial issues. And
Sure.
To be perfectly honest, we want to thank our buddies in Dreadland for recording this record for us.
Oh, okay.
Had they not given us access to their studio and given us their time, like,
Aren't you guys doing a tour with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get
Deep
there.
South Descent.
We'll get there. Okay, so I'm regardless, I'm just so happy that this record came out, and it seems to me like the Crucible is just like a home run, bro. It's like a home run. It's like, you guys didn't, like most bands, like they release their first record, like, all right. They release their second record, like, yeah, it's a little better. By the time they get to their third record, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is where we wanted to be.
Yeah.
You guys are on like that third plateau on the very first record. So when I remember jamming this record when I got it, and thank you for sending it to me, Alex, I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking great. Now, I want to give Nick an opportunity to talk about the intro track because I remember like when I heard the intro track, I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to go into like a spiritual fucking experience here with this fucking Indian chant. And, here we go.
Yeah.
But, and then downstairs, Nick was sharing with me. I just thought you guys ripped that from fucking some Navajo site. And then fucking Nick tells me the real story of that recording. So, Nick, I want you to share that story with all the people out there because when they listen to this record, that's the first thing they're going to fucking hear.
All right, so what you're hearing is the chant of a gentleman.
Load me a bowl, Donnie, while he tells his story.
Yeah. Well, it's an ayahuasca ceremony in Peru.
Load me a bowl,
It's in
Donnie,
the
while he's
jungles of
telling the
Peru in
story.
the Amazon. So basically, there's a gentleman. He's what you call the curandero, and he is like the shaman, right? And he's on ayahuasca, and he's got this bundle.
And
of
where are
leaves.
you again? Where are you?
We're in Peru.
Okay.
We're in the Amazon jungle in Peru.
In Peru.
Yeah.
You were there.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Jesus Christ.
During that recording, I'm laying down in a hut in the middle of the jungle while this other gentleman is taken out of the hut because one of the things that happens when you take ayahuasca is you vomit. And
Tell people
sometimes-
what people don't even know what ayahuasca is. Tell them what it is.
yeah. So it's a shamanic brew, right? That's made in the Amazon. It's comprised of 2 plants mainly, and what it does is it allows you to take a psychedelic known as DMT, dimethyltryptamine, orally. Normally, you can't take it orally. We could get into the chemistry behind that. We won't.
I just want to smoke some pot after this interview, okay?
But this brew allows you to take this substance orally and experience it, and it can last for up to 4 hours. And it's the most intense psychedelic experience one can partake in.
So it's like being on acid, right? Right?
Way more.
Or is that
way-
worse than acid?
Yeah, it's one of those things where if I were to explain it to you, like the things you see.
But it's all natural.
Yeah, it's for sure. It's all natural. Yeah. But it's one of those things when you tell people what you experience, you just sounds like a bullshitter. You kind of have to go there and experience it yourself. You know what I mean? You say you end up in some dimensional plane where mosquitoes are the size of Godzilla or something, and all of a sudden you can see through the eyes of an eagle flying over the jungle. You sound like you're full of shit. But go to the Amazon and take ayahuasca in the jungle, and you tell me what you experience. All right? That's the deal.
Nick, I won't even go to. Nick, I don't even want to go to another fuck. I don't even want to go to Mexico, bro.
Do you don't want to get
Julie always tries like,
incapacitatedly
"Oh, we're gonna
high
go to
in the
Mexico." I'm like,
jungle?
I ain't going to fucking Mexico. Like you're like, oh, I've been in Africa, I've been in South America. I'm like, fuck, bro, you're crazy.
It's not as bad
Like
as you
anything,
think.
no, but anything could happen down there.
Actually, it's true.
And then like, they're like, what happened to Nick? Like, well, they said he got sick from stomach food poisoning. Exactly.
I took the frog poison willingly.
Anything could happen, bro. Anyway, but I remember when hearing that that intro track. What is it called again? Soul Purge. Like, I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, he's vomiting violently. And then the next song called Matzahs, that's actually named after a tribe I met in Peru. It was the Matzahs tribe, like the Jaguar people. They stayed alongside us.
Wow. That's so cool. And there's obviously, I remember when I heard this record, I was like, because of the variety of the song titles and then some of those sound bites, I'm like, yeah, man, this is so unlike a traditional fucking metal record from a band in Texas. I thought it was unique and it was intriguing, and the musicality, the musicianship was superb. And that's when I heard this record, I was like, yeah,
That's what I was going to
I
say
love it.
earlier.
I love
It's
it.
like, you were talking about how, like, in our 30s, we, you kind of reach that balance between musicality and just like raw dogging it, and that's kind of where we're at. You know, we're just doing this shit based on where we're at, but it's all just going where it goes. You know, it's all, without a rhyme or reason. It's just the way it goes.
It's just fate, bro. It's like everything came together at the opportune time for you guys.
Well, and this dude has only elevated and enhanced our performance and our product since our inception.
Yeah.
And
It helps he's got a good face too.
Yeah, he's not. Donnie's all right.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's cool because it's just like, I mean, dude, we're not trying to like reinvent the wheel with like metal or anything, but like we are trying to like make our own experience. Because,
Sure.
It's like we're not, we have influences and stuff like, with like other metal bands and shit.
Yeah.
But we also kind of aren't trying to sound like that. We want to give our own experience, and our thing with like the whole metal storytellers too is that when you experience a Chironex set, the way that we have Donnie narrating, doing narrations before our musical passages, it's kind of like those, stories you hear, or like, the scenes you see of like, Native Americans like sitting by the fire with like a wooden instrument, or like, just an instrument of some sort where they'll like speak about, what's happening in the story. And then in between the narrations, they'll play like a little musical passage to kind of like play like what the ambient sounds of that story would be like. And what we're trying to do is the heavy metal equivalent of that, so to speak. Where
Right.
It's like a heavy metal
Right.
campfire style storytelling of epic tales of triumph and sacrifice and shit.
So were all the songs on Crucible like new songs, or were some of these from the demo?
Musashi is the oldest song that we have, and then Blood of the Beast is from when we jammed like the second.
That's like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, that's like
But
the second. oldest.
obviously, Nick, you reworked them since that time.
A bit. Blood of the Beast, actually. Blood of the Beast is kind of a crazy one. I don't know if we want to get into all the details.
No, I just want to know, did you rework it?
No, that
From-
one, like, we pretty much wrote that. We jammed and recorded it, and then went back and looked at the recording and was like, hey, there's a song. And we've kind of kept it the same the entire time, all those years. Musashi slightly reworked with adding some guitar. I changed a few things.
But other than that, like the rest were all like new songs all written. Yeah. Again, Blood of the Beast is like, I love that fucking song, bro. I listened
we
to
channeled
it.
that from the ether.
I mean, the way that I mean, now the modern recording of it is beautiful. I love it. So where did you guys record? Who engineered? Who mixed? All that stuff.
Over in Southwing Studios, our brothers from fucking Dreadland who are going. I mean, I'm so sorry. We got it mastered at fucking yes, we got it mastered at Southwing. We got it at Square Wave with the Dreadland boys. Yes, I got that shit
Dreadland,
all
yeah.
mixed up.
So
But-
Dreadland is a band from Houston?
Dallas. Yes.
Dallas. And they have their own studio and stuff like that? And
Yeah.
so you guys are friends with them, and you went up there, and did you record there? Or you already had the tracks recorded?
No, we did everything there.
Everything.
We did everything there.
So you guys went up there for a little bit?
I built all the
The stems?
I built all the scratch tracks, like
Yep.
scratch guitar
Yep.
tracks, and the click tracks. But then otherwise, yeah, Nick went up for a weekend, tracked all 8 songs. I went up for 4 days, did all the guitars.
You
and all the
didn't go
other
up there
layers.
together?
No.
Yeah, everybody went up. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Trick Pony, I did it in one day.
Yeah.
He went up, did one day, yeah. But, must be nice.
So what's the name of that studio? Or the Dreadland guys?
So it's their rehearsal
Their home studio. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Square Wave Live.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Sounds
Super-
great, bro.
And we made a makeshift fucking vocal booth out of fucking guitar cabs
Like, this is a
and a fucking carpet.
MacGyver independently made, this is a full blown like
MacGyver.
like independently made record. Like, we did not have the expenses to spare. Had we, we would have definitely. But it's like otherwise, we definitely went the right way because it's like we sourced people that were not only our friends, but it's like really like big fans of our stuff, and so it's like we were able to take this kind of a vision and be like, hey, you've got the tools to help us bring this to life.
Well, obviously,
Great, man.
if the Dreadland guys are offering their facilities to you, they see that you guys are a great band and have great potential, and
Oh yeah.
And obviously that's why you're taking them on tour with you now.
Oh yeah.
It all comes back, right? Back and forth.
Yeah, like the Intensity tour was basically just like me asking them and like Kobe being like, guys, like y'all are all like our best allies and,
For
like,
sure.
friends outside
For
of,
sure.
like, working together.
For
Like,
sure.
we got to do this. We got to elevate each other. Like,
So how long did it take to record everything?
3 months. About like
3 months.
Yeah, it was about
Wow.
3 months.
Well, just whenever everybody was available.
Sure,
you know.
sure. But I
Yeah.
mean, to get everything done, 3 months.
Yeah, it was about like 3 months.
Who spent the most time up there? You?
Donnie?
I took like 2 or 3 trips up there.
Oh,
I wanted to make sure
really?
I got it right. I slept over at fucking
What?
Donovan's, and I was making sure that. Well, man, I'm really particular about my shit. I'm very particular about my shit.
So they would play back some stuff that you weren't happy with, or what?
Man, they would tell me the shit's good, and I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, yes, it is. And I'm like,
Really?
"You're a goddamn
The
liar."
producer's supposed to be the one telling you it's not good.
No, man, no, I know when it's right.
That's cool, Donnie. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. Well,
yeah, no,
you
yeah.
know, if Donnie,
Hey,
if,
hats off again to the Dreadland Bros for being very
if
patient.
Donnie's gonna spend his own dime to drive up there and fucking redo it, I think that's hats off to him, bro. Because, yeah, I mean, I love your vocals on this record, bro. I mean, you know,
Thank you, man.
I think your range again, like I said, that you can go from brutality to fucking clean. Especially like a song on Blood of the Beast, you know, it's amazing, bro. I mean,
You know, something I neglected to mention, I'm entirely self-taught. I haven't taken any lessons. I would like to, but I haven't taken any lessons. Everything I've done is just figuring the shit out. Like I said, anything I hear that I like, just want
Cool.
to do that.
let's talk about lyrical content. Who writes the lyrics?
Me.
You
I
write
do- I
all
do
the
my
lyrics,
own
bro.
stunts.
Wow, that's cool. I was hoping you would say that. But you know, usually, you know, the guy who's singing the lyrics is the writer, but that's not always the case.
No, I
So-
feel like I got to do that as these
course.
gentlemen are doing all the shit
Yeah.
on the front end. I got to.
That's about it.
So Donnie, let's talk about lyrical content here. If there was an overall theme for the Crucible of Brutal Opposition, what would that be?
Well, ultimately, I'll say that really these guys had the titles in mind, and I just decided to use my imagination. I had the choice. I could have rebranded any or all of these songs. I just chose to roll with the titles that they already had. They had
So they had the titles.
They had titles already. and
Oh,
themes.
okay.
So I was like, let's just run with it.
Sure,
Let's see what
sure,
kind
for
of fun
sure.
I can have with it. So yeah, Motz's. It's like, you know, Nick has his experience in the jungle. I just went ahead
Wow.
and rolled with that. Swagu Beef. That's, you know, utterly ridiculous. I was like, let's just have fun with it. And Arguna, I did a lot of fucking research. Musashi, same thing, a lot of research. That song kicked my fucking ass, by the way. Fucking, I was looking at hours and hours of lore on
Wow.
Warhammer 40K to get Omnissiah down.
Yeah.
All the songs. I did my delving and just decided to just be the puzzle piece to fit, you know, with it. Moving forward, I mean, who knows where it'll go.
And
you
I
know?
think like a
to
song like I didn't mean to
just
interrupt
do
you, brother,
whatever
but
it is. No, you got
I
it, brother.
love So Wet too, and I think that you're so
much porn.
you're
You are
that's
full
what
of that
I was
shit.
thinking nasty things
You're
too,
so
but
full of that shit.
and then I realized it wasn't nasty things, but you have a lot of
We
clean
do love
vocal
the
in that
pussy.
song. You have a lot of clean vocal in that song, and I like
Yes,
it. Yeah,
yes.
I like
no,
it.
I'm very passionate about that wet pussy, and that's that topic hits home. So
Mm.
I wasn't gonna deny it, you know.
Of course not. Of course not. But you know, great song. It flows well, and I remember, you know, I think some people might like say, "Oh, so like, oh yeah," they might have a predisposition against a title like that. But when you really jam the song, it's a good song, bro. I mean, it's a good song. Yeah.
This dude talked me into it. I was trying to rewrite the lyrics, maybe do something else, but I was like, man, I just can't think of anything else.
Maybe
aside
we
from
shouldn't
fucking some
call
wet
it
pussy.
so. Yeah.
There it is.
Okay. So did the guys in Dallas also mix the record and master it?
Well, Donovan did all the mixing, and all the mastering happened at fucking goddamn it, there's
Okay.
the South Wing, yes.
Okay.
Did all the
Okay.
mastering.
Yeah. That's cool, man. If you can go to one shop, stop, then that's good. Right.
Donovan did such a damn good job at mixing. I mean, Southwing's a very fucking professional studio. I mean, they master and record like very very proficient fucking musicians and professional bands.
Yeah.
And they were just like, this shit's just ready to go.
Yeah.
Makes you feel at home too. You know, whenever you go in there, he's not fucking with you the whole time. He's just like, okay, that sounds great. You know, just come over here and smoke a bowl with me real quick, and we'll think it over.
Let's do it again.
You know?
Come smoke a bowl and let me talk you into doing it again.
Oh, dude. I mean, like, I went on like a week-long bender with these dudes when we went to go track this record. Because, like, I stayed up for like 12-hour days just like tracking and like listening back and drinking our weight in Mexican candy shots.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, right.
Now, I'm a fan of this record, and I know that you guys have gotten some press on this record, international press on this record. How do you feel? How do you feel about the reception that's been the reception that you've gotten about the Crucible of Brutal Opposition?
So far, I mean, we've received like from the write-ups and reviews we've had. I mean, there hasn't really been any negative feedback, and I mean, there have been some review sites playlist sites that have like rejected us, but not in a sense of like that they didn't like it. It's just more like
too long.
they're like, oh, you guys have too long of intros or stuff like that. It's like, okay, whatever. You know, it's fine. At least you didn't.
We don't do this shit to be sensationalist and just like, you know, get you in that, you know, cater to short attention spans. We just do this shit as artists. Whatever services the song,
Right.
that's what we do.
Right. As it should be, Donnie. As it should be.
Press goes, it's like, you know, the review. Or sorry, as far as the press goes, though, I mean, we've gotten really good reviews. I mean, like I said, is like since finances have kind of been a bit of a struggle that we had earlier this year, being able to launch an effective campaign for the record wasn't something that we had enough time to do. And then by the time we neared the release date, we didn't have enough time to be able to get reviews done, especially by professional outlets that needed like 4 to 6 weeks in advance. When our thing's coming out in like 3 weeks to my front door.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we kind of had a bit of a late launch for it, but I mean, I've been pretty happy with all that. I feel like everybody's been pretty happy about the positivity we've received from the release so far.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately too, whenever we play shows, it's like everyone's just like on board, you know, whatever we do on stage, whether it's, it doesn't matter what song it is, it doesn't matter what set it is, everyone just has a good time with it. And I think that's the main thing, man, is like
we're gonna talk about that because
that people fucking, you know, that they dig.
Of
but
course.
It's ultimately what we dig first.
Of course. And we're going to talk about, you know, you guys' live presence, because I think that's also a big selling point for Chironex. We talked a little bit about this downstairs. You and I did, Alex. Was there ever a goal to get a record deal for this record? Is that, let me ask you, even in the digital age, is that still something that's important to you?
Maybe not off of this record, but eventually having that kind of support, as well as like a good booking agency to help us. You know,
I think having a booking agent's more important than having a deal. That's what I think.
Well, the deal gives us, you know, enough resources for distribution and gives us access to music videos and other forms of media that we can't afford on our own. And then from there, with a booking agent, especially if the label has booking resources, that would be an easy way for us to be able to like put it on the map. But I mean, you're right. I'd much rather partner with a booking agency, because what's really important right now, especially in this development of our band, is like we need to keep pushing this record and making it available and being accessible to people that haven't heard it yet. It's just exhausting, man.
Yeah.
For years, like I've taken on like the logistical and like digital front load of the back end of this group.
It's a whole nother
Even with,
job.
like, the tours that we've booked and stuff. It's like, I mean, dude, like even when I was on duty and off duty at work, I would be listening to all the bands in all the different places. I was listening to like hundreds of hours of people's shit, and then coming to find out that they're either not active or, you know, they're on a hiatus or they're not around or like, oh, we're playing that. Oh,
You just dropped the gauntlet of death. Where you guys brought me a beautiful hard copy. Where can fans buy the digital? Where would you like for them to buy the digital, or where can they get the hard copy?
so far, we're currently working on purchasing UPC barcodes and stuff so that we can launch a digital store very soon. As of right now, we're kind of very DIY for online purchases. It's more or less just hit us up or come to the shows for right now.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. If you
Can
want
they get it
this-
at the digital at Bandcamp, right?
Yes, yes.
The single and the record are both on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
For the most part, if you want the physical CD, come do a fucking show.
Oh, okay.
But we're working on doing it online. Yes.
But for all the people tonight who are watching the interview afterwards, they can just go to Bandcamp and get it.
Yeah, or just message us privately through the band website as well. Any of our socials, Donnie and I are pretty adamant about keeping track of
Good.
stuff. So yeah, any orders that we get, please just shoot it our way and we'll keep in touch.
All right. There's something I want to talk about, and I think it's really important in the day and age that we live in. You guys released, I think, with the intro, the soul intro, and then there's 8 tracks, so 9 tracks total.
Yeah.
And there's some bands, you know, so many bands that I work with who are like, oh, Rob, we're releasing a 3-song EP. Then we're going to do a 3-song EP 4 months later, and then another 3-song EP 4 months later. Or we're just releasing singles. What is the strategy that you guys want to implement with regards to releasing music?
That's interesting.
Because I think
idea-
that's very important. I mean, you guys released a big breadth of music. 9 songs, 8 songs is a lot. And with the market that we live in now, I don't know. I thought to myself, well, maybe these were songs that they're just ready to get out, and they have a whole shitload of other songs that they're gonna get out.
Essentially, it is. We have a catalog, and
Yeah.
we're just like, why not just put it out there now, so that people can just like listen to a whole experience instead of bites. I understand the method behind bites. That works when you're that's just kind of what's available with your resources.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, with everything that's already there, may as well just go ahead and put it out, and then from there we'll just keep putting stuff out as we have it.
Yeah, I mean, I think also the way we grew up listening to music too, where you would anticipate an album. I mean, of course, things are very different now, so you have to change your strategy, but also kind of just giving back that kind of feeling, you know what I mean, to newer audiences, younger audiences, just like how we would experience music.
I think you guys made the right choice as the first official release for Chironex. Here we go. Yeah. Boom, 9 songs. Here we go. Yeah.
That's the thing is, like, 3 songs doesn't tell enough Chironex.
Right.
You have to hear the large swath, and like the best is still yet to come. We're still like, just sharing what we are. It's like Nick was saying, the whole thing is an experience of discovery, even for us.
You guys, let's talk about shows now. Didn't you guys come play a show yesterday in Houston? Was it yesterday?
The other day, yeah.
Thursday. Well, I mean, from what I've seen online, you guys stay pretty fucking busy playing shows.
We're a busy fucking band.
You're busy fucking, man. And that's good, man. That's good. You guys are young cats. Stay busy. Promote this fucking amazing record. Was that always the approach? Like when you started the band, like, oh, we're gonna fucking play out as much as we can.
Not so much.
I mean, honestly, I'll just say for myself, I live and breathe this shit. We live and breathe this shit. We just want to do it, and that's pretty much it. There's not really a tactic behind it. It's just, this is just what we want to do.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
Sure.
Because that's a deep question. Because, you know, to be a viable band, and, you know, you guys have a great record, bro. You want to be out there supporting it.
Well, that's
when we started
Go ahead,
back
Skyler.
up in like 2021, we were pretty much just going in there to jam. Really, we were just kind of bored and wanted to play some music. But then we started writing the first 2-3 songs, and then we were just like, wait, we could actually do something with this. And I think Alex was the big guy behind all that. He was one that wanted to push it the most.
yeah, dude.
So I recently heard about the Deep South Descent tour that you guys are headlining. I'm going to be there on October 1st at 210 Studio.
Beautiful.
I've been there once before. Rick and I were there once before. Great place. It's
So I've
so
heard.
big. Like like the entrance is so small, but then you walk in, it's like this huge fucking thing. But I'm still taking my gap because it's crazy over there.
So so I've heard.
We will be there, and guys,
Badass.
I'm gonna videotape that night. We're going. Put that on your calendar, Chica. That's awesome, and I think it's cool because I think like, oh, these guys are doing a headline tour. It's like they're not
We're trading off with Dreadland. Like we're doing it every other night. Yeah.
Okay, and Dreadland was the guys that help you record your record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to getting familiar with those dudes. I don't know anything about them.
I've been bugging them to send you.
Tell them to send me their
stuff.
CD.
So if you guys, when you watch this, if you haven't sent it, send it now. You
Send me their stuff.
motherfuckers.
Their bass player dances.
He does.
Wow.
He wears very nice dresses
Wow.
too.
Wow. So you guys got that going on
Entertaining band.
next month.
There's
Is
no
there
fat
anything
in
else
that
lined
group.
up after that tour?
So we have Come and Take It live with Cerebral,
Wow.
Bruca, and I believe Dawn of
When is that?
That's October 24th. And
Oh, wow.
That we're opening for Crypta.
Yes,
Houston.
yeah, before the tour in Houston at the Scout Bar.
I love
September
Crypta.
18th. Yeah, Thursday. We're opening for Crypta with actually we're opening for Crypta along with one of y'all's hometown guys, Fluxus Mortis.
Oh, yeah.
Randy's band.
Yeah, Randy.
Yeah, those guys are cool as fuck, man.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
And that's about it, dude.
Well, I'm
Otherwise,
glad that you guys are staying busy for the fall. Is it your plan to support the Crucible for as long as possible?
for the rest of this year, yes.
I mean, because the Crucible's been out since March. It's been like 6 months. It hasn't been long.
we plan on.
But I know how you fucking musician guys are. You're like, you know, for you, no. Like, you know, the thing is, like, your record's been out to the public for 6 months, but yet this music has been old to you for like maybe a year or two, and you're like,
About, like,
oh,
2
we're ready to move on.
Well-
And I'm like, dudes, like, chill out. Don't cannibalize your own selves, you know?
Oh yeah.
Give this, and the Crucible is a record that deserves the support, bro. Don't start, I mean, even though you may have new music, don't fucking put it out yet, because, you know, you're still supporting this beautiful record.
Oh, of course. Our plan for this whole calendar year has been to just keep whoring this thing out.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time, because we're just trying to save up and amass more resources to put together two music videos, which will be a live in studio cover of a undisclosed song, which will be bad fucking ass and totally out, like, in our wheelhouse, but not a metal song. And but then we have an original song that we're also looking to record as well, because we don't have a whole lot of new music yet. We've still been really tightening this up, because I mean, we've done we put the record out and we've done 2 US tours, and now we're about to do just Texas and Louisiana. Another like small little thing is like, you know, after 3 tours, you know, it's like it's time to chill for a minute and get back into the creative process. But we're still going to be pushing this stuff for sure.
Well, you know, from what I know, there are some bands who need to break away from the touring to write, and then there's just some guys who are just like even writing on the road. So whatever avenue you fall in, which seems to be the prior, do what you got to do, man. But yet, you know, think for the future, because I know that after people have consumed this record, that they're going to be anticipating the follow-up, the sophomore. At least I will.
Oh, and like Donnie
Oh
said,
man, I
the
can't
best
wait
is
to
yet
hear y'all's
come.
new shit.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
dude.
hear it,
Pump
and
it out,
the,
dude.
you know the scary
dude.
thing is too, like the Crucible is so good. It's like, oof.
New horrors.
You guys
and
got a
stories
new,
await
like,
you, my friend.
You guys got to really dig deep to fucking put something out better than the Crucible, bro. And that's a lot of pressure. That's that. I mean, I don't know. I would think think
Challenge
so.
accepted. Yeah, not really, man. I mean,
Tell me,
that's-
Donnie. Tell me.
Shit, man. I mean, shit. We have so much fun in the jam room. Like, I mean, we come up with shit that, I mean, I feel even more than what's going on the Crucible. To be totally honest,
And I would think, and
it just happens real time.
And in your favor, I would think the longer that this band is together, the more shows you play, the better that you guys are gonna get, and more cohesive you're gonna get,
That's the
and the
beautiful
more
thing.
comfortable you're gonna get.
That's the beautiful thing is like the more and more we play these songs, the
Yeah.
more and more that, you know, we just get tighter as a unit, as a live unit. But I feel like that part's kind of already there. Yeah, I think us just like we're just gonna keep owning the new shit that we write, and whatever's coming is what's gonna come. We're gonna be feeling it even more than the last thing. So I think I have to reiterate the best is yet to come.
Well, it's definitely going to be another, because like the Crucible of Brutal Opposition right now, especially with the quality that it's been recorded at too, is I feel like our best landing point for or launch point for new listeners and our current listeners to really digest and sink their teeth into our lore, so that as we mature, the next product is not only going to be a graduated feeling of it, but it's going to sound way more mature. Kind of like when you listen to Behemoth's records, it's like every single one they put out later, it just sounds better, feels better, and it's almost like more brutal than the last.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about. Didn't you guys do that tour, Backroads and Breakdowns with Scars of the Flesh? Yeah. I saw all the fucking crazy videos from that tour.
Oh, the crusty
You know,
pictures,
Brian
yeah.
Eckerman and I are tight, and he kept telling me, like, Rob, we're going to do this tour with fucking Chironex and Bloody Blonde. Then he had the little crab dude,
yeah.
what are the lobster dude.
Yeah.
And
crusty,
it
dude.
looked like you guys had a good time. Oh my God, I don't even want to know. But he said I think the cool thing about it was that you guys said, hey, you know, we're not known bands, but yet we're gonna go out there and do the work on the back end to help spread the word on who we are
right
out of Texas, and then
to
you
be
went on this
honest,
tour.
And to be perfectly honest with you too, is it's like we've kind of struck out in our hometown for quite a while, because
Yeah.
it's just like we're like either too heavy for the like metal hard rock guys, or we're not
Yeah,
brutal
yeah.
enough to play with the death metal guys. So it's like in order to keep the lights on for this band, it's like, dude, we got to hit the road.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we gonna do? Just play local shows?
Right. I have not seen an official video for the band for any of the songs on fucking the Crucible.
So, yes, we are working
I've seen a lot of live video, but not like a real video.
We are working on there was one song in particular that we had on the record. It will be a very, very fun video. And we will do definitely a video for Swagu Beef.
Yeah.
That is
For which one?
Swagu Beef.
Okay, yeah, I like that one.
Come out and support that video. Anybody is invited.
Yeah,
So
no
you'll
shit.
shoot
It's
it like
party
at a
video.
show?
Shit. I mean, it's gonna be a bit of a compilation of a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But
But that's forthcoming.
yes.
Okay,
very
great.
much so.
Guys, send it to me. If you want, we can talk about off camera. I'd love to premiere it on my platform if you want me to do it.
There may be another video first. I don't know if it's gonna be.
We're thinking of doing Lindworm. But
I don't even know what Lindworm is.
Lindworm is the first single that we put out before the Crucible of Brutal Opposition.
We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
As far as this record though.
Yeah. As far as this record though, we're looking at doing Swagu Beef as our music video. We've got a lot of really
Within our
badass
current
ideas.
budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta rent out the mansion with the prostitutes and the Lamborghini. It's a lot.
Yeah, no.
Invite
You
me.
know, Oh, dude, you're more than welcome.
Guys, as we end out, thank you so much for. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for sharing everything.
Thank you for having us.
Oh man, I've been looking forward to this interview for quite some time because I am a true fan of this record. I really love it, and I'm gonna say this before I depart: is that now that you guys know me, now that we have a connection, please keep me in the loop. Please let me know about everything. Send me roughs, send me everything, because anything you send me is just for me. Unless we say, okay, we're going to go public with this, then I'll help you guys promote. But this is the thing. I cannot promote you if I don't know what's going on. Okay? So I will encourage you because I am a fan. We don't do Robs because, we just need content. We promote the bands that we love and that we're fans of. So I'm a fan of Chironex. So if you want me to talk about you, please keep me in the loop.
We strive to be as transparent as possible with all of our dreams and adventures.
Now, I just want to give each of you an opportunity. Let's start again with Nick. And I want to give each of you an opportunity just to say any quick thank yous, send out any love, send out any gratitude to people who have helped you along your musical journey.
Oh, for sure. Of course, I'd like to thank my older brother, Kyle, for introducing me to heavy metal, first off, and catering that, showing me my first riff on guitar.
Yeah.
And then, his friend Chris Pringle brought over a drum set to my house, and thanks to him that's what started me playing drums. Of course, my parents, John and Deborah Bockelman, for always supporting me, and my drum teacher, Kevin Barry, for really pushing me to be the best drummer I could be and showing me different styles.
Badass.
Hell yeah. No, absolutely. I want to thank my mother. She's definitely the one who is she's a metal vocalist who's been doing this for all her life, and I feel like she kind of passed the torch to me. She didn't end up pursuing it, but damn, she's a badass. I hope you do it, Ma. My dad has always been supportive. My brother, my woman,
nice.
And all the people that support me doing this, that believe in me, and everyone that I work with. I thank you all. Yeah, that's really what I got.
Cool.
Shoot, I got, as far as my friends go, I got too many all over the U.S. and the world. You all know who the fuck y'all are. I love every last one of y'all, and thank y'all, especially all you guys here in the room too. Definitely shout outs to everybody in Cerebral Desecration and Dreadland.
For sure.
Love you guys, and all of our new friends that we've been making, especially here in San Antonio as well, like Fluxus Mortis, the guys in Nevelum, and the Dawn of Existence guys, and the Scars guys too. Like, all those guys have a very big place in my heart, man.
Yeah.
And especially my mom and dad, my sister, my uncle Jeff. That guy fucking got me into metal at in the 4th grade, man. Super badass dude. He's definitely why the fuck I love the heavy shit, for sure.
To my mom and dad, Donna King and Vince King.
Yeah.
I love you guys a lot. And shout out to all my friends sitting right here. Like, if it wasn't for these guys, I probably wouldn't still be here. And Rob, thank you for the support so much. Rob's MetalWorks, fucking watch and listen.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I mean, it's always cool for me and my crew. Like, we never know what to expect when we meet new bands. We just know we love their music, and Rick and JB and I have been jamming the Crucible for a long time. And I told Rick and JB earlier this week, I said, these guys are coming over, man. I said, I don't know who's coming over, but they're fucking coming over. So I'm glad that the whole band was here to share thoughts. It reflects to us how important this interview was for you. I think we covered all the facets of the band. And again, I look forward to what you guys can do next, because honestly, I feel that you guys are just going to get bigger, and better. And I'm looking forward to new music. I'll continue to support the Crucible till the end of this year and early next year, till you guys release new music. and you know, you have connections and brotherhood with the Rob's crew. So thank you guys for coming tonight. I appreciate it. Remember, everybody out there watching tonight, the brand new record is out. Be sure to look for it. Download it tonight right after you watch this interview. You saw the band right here. Yes, Chironex only on Rob's MetalWorks.